Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. Distraction Fridays. Yay! We made it to Friday. Good grief. What a hell of a week I had. Just here trying to recover and I'm doing pretty good in the recovery part. Still having pain in my kidneys. My kidney, my right side. I continue to have this pain. Still hasn't gone away. Still have like inflammation in my kidney, so that's gonna take a little while for me to recuperate, but I'm upbeat and I'm feeling pretty okay. Slept a lot today, man. We had crazy rain come through um, last night and all throughout the day, and man, I woke up like around 3 in the morning and choking pretty much. I felt like something was choking me, and I had this crazy pain in my back, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And it was just the weather was just crazy. And not only that, but it's like I didn't understand why I was choking. um but it was like a rude awakening. I felt something weird in my chest, like around my heart. uh I hope I don't have a heart attack. That'll be freaking crazy. Just add that to the list. But I had a weird sensation like in my chest, and I was like, whoa. It woke me up, and that's when I had the pain in my back. And I was like, looked outside, saw the rain was coming down, and it was coming down very hard. And didn't really go back to sleep right away, but I was able to go back to sleep. Woke up, what, 7? Took shower, got ready, had to see a couple of doctors and stuff. um, but I got that out the way. I'm happy um, that it's Friday. Yay! For me, it's like another day. Um, Breaking news: Britney Spears is free. She is a free chick. She is no longer in the conservatorship program. Courts have taken her off, effective immediately. Britney Spears is a free woman again. Ah, man, this is gonna. I hope this is not a mistake. I hope it doesn't turn to be a big mistake. I hope she's able to control herself and control her life properly without being influenced by outside individuals, which they're already starting to influence her. Um, I just hope she doesn't get succumbed again to drugs and alcohol and ruin her life. Um, First, this is the reason why she flip flops a lot, and this is the biggest problem with Britney. She says one thing and she does something else, and she's always known to be like that. She'll say, "Oh, whatever" to the fans and look all pretty, but then behind closed doors, she don't give a fuck. These artists don't really care. They don't care about their fans. They only care about the money that they're in their pockets and their life and their lifestyle. So Britney Spears is free. Let's go ahead and put on the camera here. There we go. Yay! What was it yesterday? The capital T and the capital P. Yay! Capital T, capital P. Um, yeah, the plan. The plan. Big plan. Distractions of the plan. They're gonna be breaking the matrix, but it's all part of the plan. Uh, Anyhow, Britney Spears is free again, and she's already been quoted that she wants to make music again. She doesn't want to perform right now. I don't know why she wouldn't want to, because that's very profitable, especially in Vegas. I know from what's been happening, with this virus and stuff. A lot of people haven't been going to concerts as much, I guess. Except now, people are going crazy and going to concerts and pretty much killing themselves going to these events. And Britney Spears had a event. She had residency in Las Vegas. And she was doing shows in Las Vegas, and she was getting paid very well out there. I don't understand why her value is only 60 million. That seems like a lowball number. Um, it's just because Britney's been doing this for freaking so long. 60 million sounds so little. It doesn't sound like you hear other artists. They're like they make banging money. They make a lot of money, and yet Britney's not making any money. I don't know. Something, the numbers don't add up. Her whole life and story doesn't even add up. That girl's. Uh, I hope nothing bad happens to her, but it seems like the demons, they come following her, and they chase her down, and they always get her. So I hope that she lives a life that she wants to live to her fulfillment. And I just hope that drugs and alcohol doesn't take her life like Amy Whitehouse. That's all. I don't want her to be another Amy Whitehouse case. Britney's a little older, but doesn't mean she's wiser. Her brain is not clicking on all cylinders. That's for sure. That girl is. There's something wrong with the girl. I see it every time I see her pictures. I know there's something wrong with her, but everyone wants to turn a blind eye, and they want to free her. So now they got pretty much what they wanted, and she's free. So now let's see what happens. I don't want to hear down the line, "Oh yeah, she's dead now," because I'm like, it'll be stupid. It'll be stupid because the program pretty much saved her life, and now she's out of the program. And let's see if she's able to live her life the way she wants to. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why the media hypes this up so much. I don't know why TMZ is up her ass. I don't understand like all this clout that she's getting for what? She hasn't done anything for the community. She hasn't done anything for people. She hasn't done anything. All I see is only about her. And a lot of these girls are like that in Hollywood. Look at Paris Hilton. That's another mess. Um, when she had the Simple Life, when she was doing it with Nicole Richie, supposedly they were best friends, and then they're not best friends, but then they're friends, but not best. It's weird. That whole Hollywood is just Hollyweird. I lived in Hollywood, California, so I, for one, can tell you for a fact that Hollywood is freaking weird. I mean, from the guys, the girls. I mean, I've been to clubs out there, and I'm like, it was nothing but drugs and alcohol. And I was offered It's craziness. It's crazy. That should be a memoir. I should write a book, like my life book. All the craziness that I experienced and what I saw, and people shooting up heroin, and like it was just a fucking mess. Hollywood's a fucking mess, and it's only gonna get worse. Now that people are ignoring the virus and taking their lives in their own hands and putting themselves in more of a dangerous predicament. Um, you it's your life, right? You do what you want, and people are going to continue to do what they want, and that's okay. You have the right, for your supposedly free, but you're not free. There's nothing free. That's why I don't know. This country's a little weird. The whole world is weird. There's a lot of weirdness going on around the world, and I don't know if anybody's picking up the energy that's going on. Um, I just feel a lot of weirdness. Um, the energy is kind of it's a high energy, but it's a weird energy. Um, and I know next week we're supposed to have a blood moon, lunar eclipse, and I know it's going to be visible here in the United States. So throughout the whole United States. So anywhere in the United States, if you have good conditions, um, if it's not cloudy and rainy or anything like that, if you have a perfect sky, you will be able to see the lunar eclipse, and you'll be able to see the blood moon. And it's just going to cause more people to get a little bit more crazier. Um, just weird. It's just weird. It's times like this is where you really don't want to be out in public. You really don't want to be putting yourself in a position that can cause bodily harm to yourself and others. Um, they're warning people left and right that something is going to happen. And I've been saying this for the longest. But yes, there is something going to happen. How big and what is going to be, it's like, because we don't know yet. I don't know yet. I just feel that energy that something big is going to happen. I just can't pinpoint what it is. I can't yet. Um, we got a lot of like immigrants and migrants that are coming full force through Mexico, and they're trying to reach the border of Texas, and that's gonna be a very very wild time. That's when the news you're gonna see in about a week or two, um, where they're gonna be talking about the border and how the influx of immigrants that's gonna be coming through. Um, More children are gonna be kidnapped. More sacrifices are going to be done to these kids. I mean, they're harvesting these kids like left and right. They just take them. Like the parents could be walking right next to the kids, and they'll just like beat up the parents and take the kid. That's how like ruthless it is out there. And not only that, but also human trafficking. There's a lot of human trafficking that's going on right now. A lot of drugs are coming into the US. A lot of fake drugs are coming into the US, like fake fentanyl, um pills, and fake drugs, that says it's one thing but it's actually something else, and when you take it actually kills you. um, a lot of that drugs was confiscated in Arizona not too long ago, where they did a bust, and they were all fentanyl pills, and were they were laced, and not only that, but they weren't true fentanyl. They had like other chemicals in the pills, and that's where people, they want to have a good time and they want to party, and they take a pill, and turns out to be the last mistake that they do in their lives, and they end up dead because of it. And this is happening throughout the whole United States. It's just being underreported for sure, and it's out there, but it's people don't really talk about it so much. um It's just because this administration we have now, anything that comes in through the border, it's a free for all. I don't understand how this administration got voted into office. I really don't. They don't care about your safety. They don't care about your wealth. They don't care if you're struggling. They don't care if the inflation is going up. They just don't care. Look at the prices continually go up. Well, pretty soon here in Connecticut, we're gonna see $4, maybe $5 a gallon for fuel, just for fuel. We're not talking about heating costs. The heating cost has already doubled here and is almost going to be tripled in price. Um, this administration is sabotaging this country purposely, and we're stuck in the middle. We're stuck, and we can't do anything. Kamala Harris acting like a fool in France. She's funny because she's like, I never been to Europe. I never been to one of the G summits and stuff. And once they take her over there, because they're not talking about that. They're not talking about her first trip to France and this and that. No, all they're talking about her stupid plan. The plan, like, and her stupid accent that she was talking down to these people, like they didn't understand English. Like, these all those individuals in there are 10 times smarter than she was, and she's talking down to them like they're a bunch of idiots. The only idiot is her, and the way she just I'm still not over that from yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I reached out to a rapper that writes music and produces music. And I told him, dude, you have to do a song about this Kamala Harris already, because, dude, she's such a mess. She's a fuck up, and not only that, but some attention needs to be drawn upon her for her mistakes and her stupidity. I mean, how much longer? I mean, we dealt before, with stupid leaders, but those leaders actually wasn't even that bad. I mean, for one, Bush, Bush Junior, the Junior, he was a clown, but yet when it was time to get serious, he got serious and he took care of business. That's why that man got reelected and he was president for freaking a long time, for 8 years. And yeah, we we got this old senior that shouldn't even be in office. He's not even fit to be in office. Mentally, he is not fit to be in office. And yet he's there and he's making all these decisions, and now we're paying for it. We're all going to be paying for it, literally out of our pockets. So thank you, 81 million people who voted for this idiot. Now you're really going to struggle, and it's only going to get worse. Scenarios for this holiday season. Wait till next year. It's gonna even be worse next year. So unless they I don't know how they could get him out of office at this point. I mean, I I don't know. And if something happens to him and he passes away, that'll be the worst thing that could happen. That'll be the worst thing. I'd rather have Biden alive and just finish out his term than to have him die and then Kamala Harris takes over. That will be the biggest mistake. The 81 million people, that's funny because these numbers seem so weird and inflated, because it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't. I feel like there was a computer glitch, and a glitch where they gave majority of the votes to Biden, and they don't want to check all the election cards, because when you go to vote, you get a card, it's a kind of like a sheet, and you fill out the sheet, and then you put it in through a scanner, and it locks the vote, it locks the paper vote in there. All they got to do is count all the votes, and make sure those properly done. And they don't want to do that because, of course, it costs money too. They know that they're gonna find fraudulent activity. Um, I've heard even kids were voting. Kids, minors, people that were like unable to vote were voting. So how is that fair? Like, that's not fair. It's never going to be fair. So you got to keep an eye on that. Um, also, technology is getting a little bit more high tech. Um, Pretty soon, this is going to be something normal. Your camera is going always going to be on, right? Right now, you think your camera's off and you have your phone down, but your phone is watching everything you're doing. It's constantly watching. It's constantly listening. All your devices is listening to you. So they know if you are home. They know if you are doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing. Everything's all documented. It goes into this I can see this facility where it has like servers all over the place. Holy shit. There's like servers a mile long, and every voice, every text, every type, anything you type into your phone or computer or anything gets documented. And it's dangerous because like they're holding on to this information and it could be used against you. And they try to make it seem like, oh no, we're just getting the information so we could properly send ads or whatever to you. It's just all bullshit. um don't trust it. Never trusted Facebook. I, to this day, have not been to Facebook in what, 12 years. I haven't been on it. I mean, I have a profile in there, but I haven't been on there in about 12 years. I wouldn't think. I'd say 10 to 12 years since I haven't been in there. Let's say about 10 years. Let's say 10 because it's been a long time, and I don't. It just doesn't even attract me. Like it just doesn't. I don't feel like I need to be on there or have to read other people's gossips. Because that's what people do inside Facebook. They gossip and put their lives, show off. That's pretty much it. Like, it's a show off app. Like, show off what you're doing, show off where you're at, show off, or anything. Or it's I don't know. It's a weird place. Um, I don't trust it. I never did. And now they're changing the name to Meta. What a name, right? Meta. Like, and then it has the infinity sign underneath the Meta. So I don't know where they came up with that name. Why Zuckerberg wanted to go into that. Facebook has been known to be a very dangerous place. Not only that, it helps the Taliban and all those crooked people, and the bad guys usually do a lot of crookedness in Facebook. Um, but I feel like there's going to be a big hack, a big time hack, where a lot of people's identity and a lot of people's information is going to be like taken, and it's going to be a big time data breach, where it's going to affect the whole world. I feel like they're going to put like there's going to be a attack where they're going to freeze the credit cards. They're going to freeze your like the debit cards, and you're not going to be able to take out money or use your card for a certain amount of time. And that's going to affect globally, that's going to affect the world big time. And they're working towards it. It's getting to the point that they could infiltrate our power plants and cause our power plants to overheat and have a meltdown. Um, I don't know how secure um, the these power plants are, but it doesn't matter how secure and how much security you have and how much protection you have. If there's a will, there's a way. And trust me, a lot of people are finding their ways into messing up and getting into certain areas, like that one time where we had that pipeline was hacked and they weren't able to fuel up gas stations. You guys forgot about that? Down in Atlanta, South Carolina, um, that's like Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, the whole Georgia, Florida, I think got affected by it. Mississippi, I know the Carolinas got affected by it, and I think it went up. I don't know if it got to Tennessee, but that whole area got affected by this hack, and they wanted a certain amount of money for Bitcoin money, and that's another thing. This Bitcoin stuff, there's gonna be problems with that. There's going to be big time problems, and what it is going to be is like the governments are going to want to tax the hell out of Bitcoin. So if anybody right now is into that Bitcoin stuff, do what you got to do now and get the hell out of it. Get out of it. um I would just get the money and just invest it in gold. Invest it in gold, invest it in precious metals. um Bitcoin is gonna take a hit. It's known to go up and down like a yo-yo. You know, you got your highs and then you got your super lows. And when they go super lows, that's where they try to get more people to jump on the ship. And once everyone's on the ship, they take off and they get a good profit. And then the next thing you know, that ship is sinking. And then it's bleeding out. And I don't know. I still don't understand Bitcoin. I don't understand these um, coin based operation. Um, I always found it like to be a fraudulent like industry. Supposedly, they're mining precious metals. I was like, yeah, but where? Who? If that's the case, then how come the U.S. is not really backing their dollar with Bitcoin or backing with some kind of coin? I know it's coming, it's going to be coming, but the United States is only going to do it for a cash grab. That's all it's going to be, a cash grab. And when you're going to try to take your money out and stuff, you're going to be taxed, heavily taxed. And not only that, it's going to get reported to the IRS. So it really affects down the line, even your Social Security, when you retire, it's going to affect your IRA, your IRA, and any futures. It's like you can't really gain, because if you gain too much, you're going to pay. And yeah, it's you can't be super rich expecting to hold on to everything you got if you don't have a proper funnel of cash coming in, because if you just get rich instantly, that money will disappear in no time. And it's crazy because like you see a lot of people winning the lottery, right? But then you see shows on TV where lottery winners go crazy buying shit, and then a couple of years later they're broke because they can't pay the taxes that came with that wealth. And they lose everything. They lose their house, they lose their car, they lose everything, and yet they were multimillionaires. So it's like you damn if you have it and you damn if you don't have it. So you can't win, and it's a non can't win, man. You can't one up. You can't take advantage. You can't like there's always something, when you win the lottery or something. what's the first thing they do? They tax the hell out of that money. They take like half of the money for taxes. And then on top of that, every year you got to pay on the money that you have, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Because, first of all, didn't you tax me already? And you took all like half of my money. And now I still got to pay taxes every year because I'm a millionaire. And it doesn't make sense. That's why these people, it's a high risk playing the lottery, because if you do win, yeah, it's great. And you get a windfall and you get all this wealth and you feel like you're invisible. But then down the line, that's where they get you. And then you get screwed and then you have nothing. And you're left with nothing. And you think anybody cares? No, they don't. But but there's an article here. Can Biden turn his presidency around? The only way he could turn his presidency around if he walks out of the White House and says, "I resign." I resign. That would be the best. That would be the best thing to happen if Biden was to say, "Oh, I had enough. I don't want to be president anymore." You know, don't let Kamala Harris take over, because, oh my god, I feel like if she takes over, I'm gonna be watching an episode of like Sesame Street in the White House, and she's just a weirdo. She's just horrible. I mean, this administration has been using Sesame Street a lot. They've been using Big Bird to push their vaccine mandate. And it's funny because I saw this article. It's like Big Bird got vaccinated. I'm like, I don't trust Big Bird. I never trusted that motherfucker. You know why? Because that motherfucker has bird flu. I never trusted fucking Big Bird. He looked weird. He doesn't even look like a bird. Where were you seeing a bird that's about 8 feet tall and fat as hell? Like, that's crazy. Yo, what's up, Alex? What's going on? Yo, if you want to come on and talk, I'll let you come on. Let me see. Hold on, let me put this here. Oh no, Florida still tax you, buddy. And Texas, the lottery, they tax you the hell. That's I'm from Florida. That's the worst state, actually, if you want to go for lottery. I mean, yeah, it's a lower tax that you're gonna be paying, but you're gonna be paying tax no matter what. They're gonna come after you. As the thing is, like, when you win the lottery, it's kind of different like for individuals. Like individuals that don't have money, all of a sudden they have all this money. Well, they don't have companies, they don't have businesses, they don't have money coming in that can cover those taxes and have tax breaks and stuff. They don't think that way. They think, I'm rich, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna buy 10 cars, I want to buy gold, I want to buy this and that, and then the next thing you know, they don't got no money. And this happens all the time. This is a problem with the lottery. It's been a problem since the lottery came out. I remember when the lottery came out. I was a little kid, and I remember when it came out. My mom, she was like, "Oh, this," she was talking about it when I was a little kid, and I remember the paper with the bubbles, like, to fill in the numbers. And my mom gave it to me one time, and she's like, "All right, each of the boxes, circle in the six numbers, whatever numbers, and you could just," and she would take it in to play. I didn't know what it was um until later in life. And I'm just like, man, that's like entrapment. Once they get you, and yeah, you're rich, bitch. You're gonna get taxed in a tax bracket. It doesn't matter what state you live in. You know, even though, yeah, it is cheaper, and Florida doesn't have a state tax, but no, actually, they have a state tax. They don't wait. They have federal tax. They don't have a state tax in Florida. There's no state tax. Like here in Connecticut, there's a state tax and there's a federal tax. And like here, when you work here, they take so much money off of your check. It's just incredible and crazy. It's ridiculous. Hold on, let me put this link here. If you want to come through, or we could talk about Aruba, get an update on the government out there. That would be pretty cool. Um, but but a lot of people they seen I've seen shows and not only that, but I've heard stories of people winning and yeah, they're good, but then a few years later they lose everything. They lose everything, and there's no control. And the state they just take the money. Like I know in Florida, they like anywhere, all the states here, if you win, they take half of it off the top. They're like they take like 51%, 50%. I know here in Connecticut, this is crazy, and I think this is gonna be in New York too. Because they just passed um where you could bet on sports. They just passed that here in Connecticut, and in New York also they passed it to have online betting. Like you could bet on your phone, like you could gamble on your phone. And the thing is that yeah, if you win, great, you win money, right? And your money gets in your account. But they tax you 51%. 51% they take off of your winnings. Why the fuck gamble? It doesn't make any sense. Why am I gonna gamble? Okay, I win $1,000 on a gambling, right? They're gonna take 500, like $510, 500 something, like five, like it's that's a lot of money. It's like how are you taking away $510 of my winnings and I'm only gonna take home 490, but yet I won 1,000. But that's how it is now. They're the states. They're taking the money from the people and just pumping it back into the beast and doing nothing for the people. I live right now in one of the richest states in this country. Connecticut is so wealthy and has so much money, and yet people get screwed over every day with taxes here. Every day. Just from the infrastructure bill that just passed, Connecticut is getting $6 billion. 6 billion, B with a B, $1 billion for the infrastructure here. But yet here in Connecticut, you have to pay taxes on your car every year. It doesn't matter if your car is sitting there and you're not using it. It doesn't matter if you do use it. You're gonna get fucking taxed on it, and you get taxed every year. And your bill turns out to be, depending on the year your car and what type of car you have. If you have a brand new car, you're gonna be paying like $400-500, maybe $600, depending what car. If you have an expensive car, let's say a Mercedes or a Bentley, you're gonna be paying anywhere between $800 to $1,000 a year just in taxes to have your car here in the state of Connecticut. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's why I sold my car. I got rid of my car. I'm not even driving because I'm not gonna pay $500 every year. My car bill was $500 every year. For what? Oh, because I own the car. I paid that car off. That car, it was paid off, and yet I still had to pay $500 a year in taxes because I owned the car. Tell me where that makes sense. But now they're getting $6 billion that's going to be pumped into Connecticut so they could fix the roads, they could fix the bridges. They're not going to do shit. Oh, you know what they're going to do? There's going to be a whole bunch of fucked up roads everywhere. They'll start the construction, but then they'll abandon it and they'll sit there for years. And then they'll come back once their money, once the money is depleted, they'll come back to the project and they'll just do some kind of pavement shit and bullshit work, and then that's it. There goes your $6 billion. I don't know how much money other states are getting, like New York. I'm pretty sure New York is getting a lot of money. I don't know how many billions of dollars they're gonna get, but I know Connecticut, and we're a small state. I mean, we're the second smallest state. Rhode Island is right next to us, and I'm pretty sure Rhode Island is gonna get a couple of billions. But for Connecticut to get $6 billion for our infrastructure, they're already talking about it in the news here that they want to put new trains. They want to fix the train system. They want to fix the railroad track from Waterbury to go to New York, or not New York, to Danbury, and then from Danbury, I guess, to New York or something. They want to fix that line because there's only a one-way line, and they want to make two tracks. So they want to build a second track. So they want to pump money into that. They want to pump money into the bridges. And from what I heard, and this is bullshit, this is crazy, they want to build a toll system in the state of Connecticut where the same highways that you're using for free, they're not going to be free anymore. You're going to have to pay just to get on those highways. And a lot of states take advantage of that program. I know Florida does it, and New York is known for that. Shit, they take a picture of your tag and then they send you the ticket, the payment at your house that you got to pay. They want to do that here too in Connecticut. I'm like, oh, so you want to take more money from people, but yet you still having us people here pay crazy amount of taxes. I don't know, man. It's all rigged. This shit's all rigged. I feel like it's just I'm trapped in the twilight zone, and it's like, when am I gonna wake up from this? When are any of us gonna wake up from this? It's crazy. Like, and we're such a little state, you know, and yet they want to build toll booths, not toll booths, but it's gonna be like the tolls where they take a picture of your tag. So anytime, like Florida has this, which is the Florida, I think it's the sunshine. They have different ones in Florida, throughout Florida. But if you ever been to Florida, you'll know. You just drive through it and they take a picture of your tag. And what they'll do is, if you have a device on your car, it'll pick up the signal from that device, and then they'll deduct, because you put money towards that device, and then they'll deduct the fee from that device, so you don't get that ticket sent home to pay. But if you don't have money on that device, and if you don't have that device, well, you're going to be paying a little extra money, because they charge you a little bit more if they have to send you a bill from your tag to your home. And then if you don't pay it, they could suspend your license. And then let's say for instance that bill never got to you, or the address that is on that tag, it's not where you live right now. Let's say you forgot to change the address. Well, you never got that bill. So guess what? You never paid it. And then your license gets suspended because you didn't pay the bill for passing through the toll booths. Then you get in trouble because a cop pulls you over and runs your tag, and then it shows that your license is suspended and you're not supposed to be driving with a suspended license, and then you end up in even bigger trouble. That's why I call it entrapment. Like, you get put in a trap. And that's what they're going to try to do here in Connecticut. And, I just think that's fucked up. I think with the $6 billion is more than enough for people, here not to be having to pay for their taxes on the cars every year. That's why I don't get Connecticut. That's the only thing I don't get. And I don't know if that's like that in other states. I'm not sure if it's like that in New York or Massachusetts or Rhode Island, or Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. I don't know if it's like that up there, but I just know here because I live here. And Florida. I was born and raised in Florida, so I know Florida. Um, I don't like in Florida is different because all you pay in Florida is your registration, your tag and registration, which is, you have like what, 80 bucks maybe under 100 if you're doing it for multiple years, because you could extend it out for a few years and you could pay one price, and it takes care of your tag and your registration for a certain amount of time, and you're okay. um that you pay it every year, or when it's due, when you have to get it renewed. But it's a lot cheaper than paying $500, $600 on your car, than having to pay 60, $80 in Florida. That's where I don't understand. That's See, because I live in a Democratic state. This is a Democratic state, and the Democrats here are fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots, and they're money hungry. I've never met any like more money hungry individuals than this state here in Connecticut. In Florida, at least in Florida, like it's you have more a little bit more, and you don't have to pay so much out of pocket, but they still gonna get you no matter what. Even in Florida, they'll find a way to get your money. um but I guess that's how supposedly, we I don't know. I still don't understand. I'm 41 years old and I still don't fucking understand the system. It's just so crazy. It's crazy, you know. I don't know if there's like how in the world, like around the world and stuff, like how is their tax system is, because everywhere is different. But here in the United States, it's not like one form tax for everyone. No, it's broken down into so many. Every state is different. Every state has their own tax and their own, system. That's why I say this is not the United States of America. We're living in the United Divided, pretty much. It's not even united, it's divided states of America, because every state is different. Like if Florida wants to leave the United States, they could vote on it and they could leave the United States. That's crazy. And there's some states that want to leave the United States. Um I remember one time a long time ago, it's a funny story. I was living in Florida. This I was living in Hialeah, Florida. And the mayor of Hialeah, um, he was crazy. He was a crazy Cuban guy. Damn, I forgot his name. I see his face, but Raul Martinez. I think it was his Raul Martinez. What's his name? Um, he was like, if I get elected mayor of Hialeah, I'm gonna put in paperwork to make Hialeah separated from the United States. He wanted to divide Hialeah and make it its own commonwealth and not be a part of the United States. I was like, dude, that's the main reason why you fucking lost the election, because they're not gonna fall for that. They're not. The people were like, what? It's like, how can you be divided? And a city, it didn't fly with. And then he did it. He actually got kicked out. He's not no longer in politics because of it. Um, because he was trying to start something that they really did not like, and he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Um, but yeah, Mittens, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah. Um, Hialeah. If you ever been to Florida, South Florida, you have to stop by Hialeah. Hialeah, it's it's an Indian name. It is Hialeah. Hialeah. I actually grew up there. I wasn't raised there, but I grew up in Hialeah. I actually went to Hialeah High School. I went to the high school. I graduated from there. Um, but the only thing I liked about Hialeah, man, there was this one bakery. There was this bakery. Oh man. Oh, they had like everything in there was so freaking delicious. Everything. The place is called Vicky Bakery. It's on 49th Street, East 49th Street. Um, and it's in a plaza. And man, they had like the best cakes, the best coffee. The coffee was so delicious. Every day I used to go in the morning just to get a shot of coffee, just to get through the day for school. I used to go even lunchtime, and I would get like a medianoche, which is a midnight sandwich. And man, that thing was so delicious. And they put it in they flatten it on them. There's like a flattener. It's like it's hot, of course. It's kind of like an iron, and they push it down and they flatten it, and it gets nice and hot. And when you get it, that even when they try to take it out, they use a stick because it's so hot. And every like in the morning, I used to get like a croqueta sandwich. That's what it's called, croqueta. It's a meat pastry. It's a fried meat pastry. It's called croqueta. And man, I see get it with like a sandwich, and they will put it in a Cuban bread, and then they would mush it with them like with that flat iron. And I just want to go back to Florida just to get me some croquetas. I just want to get a croqueta sandwich, a coffee, and pastelito de carne y paté de guayaba, which is a guava pastry. And the pastelito de carne is just a meat pastry. Um, yeah, I am bilingual. I speak Spanish. But I just love that place. That place had like for birthday parties, man, that was the spot to go. You get the pack. That's like a pack of they have the 25, and then they had the 50 of croquetas and all that stuff. And man, I used to go there just for parties and just to get, if someone's throwing a party, I would bring that as like hors d'oeuvres and stuff for everyone. And man, everyone would eat it all up because it was so delicious. But that's one spot that I miss. There's a couple of restaurants out there that are very good, that I truly do miss. And they're Cuban restaurant. There was a Cuban restaurant and a Dominican restaurant. Um, that was and a Chinese restaurant. Let me not forget this Chinese restaurant, because this Chinese restaurant wasn't only Chinese. These Chinese people were speaking Spanish, and perfect Spanish. Like, you would close your eyes, you would think they were Cuban, and then you open your eyes and they're Chinese, and you're like you're confused. I remember when my parents, we went for dinner, and this is the first time ever they took me to this restaurant, this Chinese restaurant, um, and we sit down and stuff, and the place is nice, and and we had a nice booth. We had a big booth because it was four of us, but it was like a booth. And the lady comes, and she busted out with like speaking Spanish and stuff, and I'm like, I started laughing. I was like, wow. It's just like, so I was like, you're Spanish. Like, I close my eyes, I would think you're Cuban. You're Chinese. Like, how's this? She's like, oh, yeah, I learned it when I was a kid, and she explained and stuff, and I was like, that's pretty cool. That's cool because they knew Chinese too, because like once they take the order, when they place the order, like they speak Chinese to the other Chinese people in the back, and they had like a microphone, so you hear them, with their language. And I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, she's speaking Spanish to everybody, and I was like, oh, I think that was cool. I mean, I know other people do speak different languages and stuff, but I was not expecting this Chinese lady to like, and not only her, but everyone that was in the front of the house all spoke Spanish pretty good. But yeah, it's a good thing, I mean, that was a good restaurant. It was. I am gonna make my way back to Florida eventually. Um, I don't know when exactly. I'm definitely gonna make my way down there. Um, I don't know when though. I'm thinking. My parents wanted me to go down in December. Um, Problem is, I just had surgery. I had this kidney surgery, and I am not from other injuries and other surgeries that I had. I'm not approved yet to fly. I haven't gotten permission from my doctors to fly, so I'm kind of like I'm grounded. I'm grounded. I can't fly. I'm trying to figure. There's two other options. I could take the train, or I could drive down. Both take very long. If I was to take the train, it would take me about 30 hours to get to Florida from Connecticut. 30 hours. Now, if I was to go driving down to Florida, it would take me about 22 hours. That's a lot of driving and a lot of time. And my body, I don't know if my body's capable of a long journey trip like that on my own. I mean, if I was to go with a few people, we could rotate on the driving where we have other people, rotate. So we're constantly driving. Like we'll take like 7 hour shifts. So every 7 hours or every 3.5 hours, we could switch. So we're not constantly driving for very long periods of time. See, that will work out. Um, but for me on my own by myself to drive 22 hours, and most likely that's not gonna happen. Not I'm not too good in health wise right now to be doing that. I'm actually, trying to get my health back together again. And I'm actually going to be going on a diet, a pretty strict diet. I'm going to go on. I'm going to try to eat a lot more healthier, a lot more salads, a lot more protein. And I'm going to try to lose, I want to try to lose maybe like 50 pounds. Right now, I'm at 240. I want to get down to about 180. And in order for me to get down to 180, I'm going to have to really get on a diet and stick to it and drink plenty of water. I've been drinking a lot of water. I actually got some water here that I'm heating up. It'll be ready in an hour. I'm making a tea that is going to help me detox. I have a detox. It's from Yogi. Literally is Yogi. It's a detox. You can't really see it, but it's a tea. How many teas are in here? 16 tea bags. Um, and I'm gonna detox my system. I'm gonna clean out my system, clean my blood, um, and then I'm gonna start this diet right before Thanksgiving. I say, fuck it. If I could do it now, start the diet now, I'll lose a good amount of weight. Um, and I could achieve what I want to achieve by next year. So I'm gonna, without having to do surgery or without cheating, because that's kind of cheating, like having the surgery and stuff, because not that people could have like the gastro surgery where they put the clamp on your stomach so you could eat less and you get full faster. I think that's cheating a little bit. Um, then there's people that do liposuction and they get the fat like pretty much sucked out of them. Um, that's still cheating, and still you got to recuperate from that, and that's not even guaranteed that you'll lose weight. Um, I just feel like it's the time to do it. I'm 41, gonna be 42, and I'm going into a new year. I just feel like I wanna bring down my weight dramatically down, so that way I could help myself be better at a lower weight class. So that's something I'm going to be doing very soon. Yeah, I was thinking about it today. I was like, it'll be cool, lose weight and gain the energy back, and my bones will not hurt as much as it does now, and I'll be more healthier. And if anything was to come up, then I can help myself. With being lighter, I'll be able to move better. My joints wouldn't hurt as much. I'll be more active. There's a lot of things I want to do for myself next year. A lot of it requires me to be at a better health, and I need to really come down on my weight. Just for myself, this is something I want to do for myself. Um, I definitely have some trips that I want to achieve. Um, like pretty much, I want to achieve it sooner than later. Because life is my life, and not only my life, but everybody else's life is going by pretty quick. And in order for me to, and not only like for me, I really want to lose weight, and I want to travel for a bit. I want to go to three places. Florida's one of them, of course. I need to go visit my family and stuff, but I want to go to Iceland, and I want to go to Amsterdam. And if I'm able to get into a better health, way way less, and be a little bit more, have more energy, and able to be more active, I'm gonna go for that. I really want to go to Iceland. That's something that it's on my bucket list. Iceland, Amsterdam is not really on my bucket list because Amsterdam is just an additional, where I would love to go. Um, to be honest with you, my real bucket list would be like Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. That those are the three I would love to go, and then Iceland and Amsterdam. I wouldn't mind going to Great Britain, and go and be out there. It's just I don't want to go to too many places. If I'm out in that area, there's a possibility. Yeah, maybe I could take a flight and I could go to Great Britain, maybe go to London, or since I'm out there, I might as well, right? Um, that's something that could be possible. But definitely, I would like to go to Iceland, and if I do go to Iceland, the chances of me being able to go to Amsterdam is even higher because I could take a flight from Iceland to Amsterdam. And then if I want to take a flight from Amsterdam to London, I could do that, and that would be a short flight. And then to come back home, I could fly from London all the way back here to the United States, back here to Connecticut. Um, that'll be a nice little, that'll be a really great trip. That'll be an awesome trip. That trip it'll probably take me like, what, 2 weeks to, like, not 2 weeks. I probably could get it done in a week and a half. Um, take the day, travel to Iceland, do what I want to do there in Iceland. I could do that in one day. Do everything, like spend 2 days in Iceland, and then fly over to Amsterdam, spend 2 days there in Amsterdam, fly over to London, spend 2 days in London, and then fly back. So pretty much I could get it done in a week. If but I need to be more, I have to have more energy. I need to be lighter. Um, I'm focused. I got, you know, the mind is there and it wants to do it. I just need to come down in weight, bring my energy up, bring my health up, build up my immune system even higher than what it is. So that way, if I'm going to travel international, I want to make sure I'm healthy enough to do this, and then come back home and then figure out life after that. But if I could get to Iceland, that's a big major milestone in my bucket list, and I want to do it. And I think I want to do it next year. I think I want to be able to achieve it, like be able to achieve what I want to do next year. Um, Fingers crossed. Just got to continue to try to stay alive. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, let's bring in. I'll be here standing by. Oh shit, he just came out of nowhere. Yeah, because I told him I was live. Yo, what's up?
Alright, man. Shit, man.
What's going on, man?
I'm alright, man. Just got finished smoking some of my weed, and I seen those Zoom flashing saying that you're going live. And
Yeah,
I was
bless you.
listening to, thank you. I was listening to my a RoboCop 2014 thing.
All
I
right.
pasted a link for you. Have you
Uh,
listened to it yet?
Not yet. I haven't. I really haven't been on on Zoom like that. But Alex was here earlier. He didn't
Yeah.
come on here, but he was. I could see him. He was in the chat, and then I had uh, Mittens came by, which I've seen that name before, so I know. This, these are previous people that were here before. But thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. But I was talking about different things and at that time. So you missed a lot, man. I've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. And
Well, my computer's been acting funny. My computer been acting slow. The internet, been acting kind of funny too. Trolls. So
yeah,
maybe, but it's all right. I'm not missing out on anything.
now
I'll
I can
just
light up.
show.
Now I can light up my joint finally.
Well, I just got high a couple minutes ago, so
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's Friday, man. It's Distraction Friday.
yeah.
It's the show, and you know you got to come here to free your mind, release all that energy from your mind, whatever's on your mind that's poisoned your mind throughout the week. Release it, get it out. Because
Yeah.
it is poison. All negativity, all that energy that's trapped in your mind. That's why I'm doing the show, so you could come on and just get it out. If you want to say fuck you to the bitch that pissed you off earlier in the day, you could come in here and explain your story, and you could tell them to go fuck off, and you get it out of you. It feels so much better to get it out than keeping it in. Like, for real, man. It's like a lot of people, this is a problem what people have. They hold that energy, that anger energy, they hold it inside them. And what happens is that energy is like poison. And that poison kills you. It starts killing your system little by little. So the more you hold in, the worse it's going to be for you in the long run.
Mm,
And then you end up sick and not wondering why. How the hell, like, how did hell I get sick and this and that? But then you're holding all this negative energy inside. Can't do that. You got to release it. If something pissed you off, you got to release that energy. You got to take it out of you. If you keep it in, you're just adding up to something that you really don't want on the long run, and that's to get sick. It's happened to me a few times. I've learned to release that energy. Not to hold a grudge or not hold that energy. Before going to sleep. I always got to clear my mind and make sure I'm not holding any grudges before going to sleep. Yo, Britney Spears is free. It's Britney, bitch.
wow.
She's
Oh
free.
shit.
She's out of her imprisonment that,
Wow.
that kept her alive, pretty much. The program that she was on, the conservatorship program, she, I believe, that's what kept her alive for the past 13 years. And today, the court has decided to terminate that program, and she, right now, immediately is a free woman. She can do anything she wants with her money. If she wants to go get high and drugged up right now, she can. Nobody's watching over her, and nobody's going to be watching over her at all. I think that's a big mistake. But hey, it's Britney, bitch. So she's I don't know, man. She's I say I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't want her to be free, you know, because she has a lot of mental issues. She has a lot of, you know, she's just a da da da, you know, and it shows the history of it, and yet they freed her. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want her to be another Amy Whitehouse, but now that she's free, you're gonna see all these bad influences that are gonna come right back at her,
Yeah.
and she's gonna be one like I don't know. I hope she doesn't turn into a Whitney Houston. You know, look what happened to Whitney. Look at what happened to her whole family. Holy shit! Like, hey, her daughter too. You know, Hollywood is it's that dark side will always come to the light and try to take you. And Brittany is very vulnerable, and she is so gullible that they could put that any drugs in within her food or drink, and she'll drink it up, and she'll be like she'd be all over the place all over again, showing her panties and shaving her head. So I don't know, man. I don't think it's a smart idea to have her out of the program, but if that's what she wants, she's gonna get her wish. But that wish is gonna come with some consequences. And I can't believe this girl is worth only $60 million. Can you believe that?
No.
60 million? That's a little low, don't you think? Because Britney Spears has been in entertainment for over what 20, 30 years,
Yeah.
and she only has 60 million. I don't know. Something's just it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. You
Right.
know. So she's
Okay.
free. So everyone's happy that she's free. But I don't know what's gonna happen next because of her freedom. What is she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She says she wants to start music again. She wants to sing again, I guess. But then that she's contradicting herself from what she said before that she wanted not to and she didn't want to perform, but now she wants to sing and perform. That's just what I mean about the flip flopping. That's why I said that because she's not stable. She's not a stable individual. She's very loose, and anything can influence her quickly. So we'll see. We'll see how long this Free Britney is gonna last. I hope it lasts longer than you know. I hope it doesn't come to that something happens and then she dies. You know, because then it's gonna like I said, I don't want it to be another Whitney Houston, uh, craziness where she's all drugged up and find her dead. So that can happen. Um, let's see what else is going on in the world. Britney Spears, and now everything. And the problem is that everyone jumped on the Britney Spears bandwagon and free Britney, free Britney, free Britney. But if they was to do their homework and really researched and figure out Britney, they would not be saying free Britney. I would be like, keep that bitch in a cage. Keep her locked up. Don't let her out. Don't let that. Don't let that tiger out. She's not stable, and We'll see. You'll see. You'll see music. She'll start doing music and stuff, and she's gonna be, it's Britney, bitch. Bring back, Britney's back and doing her music and stuff. But then I'm telling you, those the demons in Hollywood, and it's the people that pay her, is the same demons that are haunting her. And I just hope that they don't come after her and end up killing her. Hmm. Let's see here. Oh, I was gonna ask you. I know I don't think Ohio has a. You guys don't have a state tax, right? I don't think you guys
I
have a
think
state.
you do.
Oh, you guys do have a state tax, but you have federal tax, no? You have federal
All,
and state.
all we had to do is pay for property tax.
No, but is this a state tax and a federal tax? Like here in Connecticut, we have state and federal. Like Florida does not have federal. No, wait, they don't have state tax. They have federal tax. They don't have state tax. Like I'm wondering the states, which I could find out which states have it and which don't. I mean, here in Connecticut, we have both federal and state. Um, Glenn DeVries dies in plane crash, Blue Origin. Oh, the guy who went up on Blue Origin, he died on Thursday. The
Yeah,
last dude that went up with Will Shatner. Um, some dude there. He was like 49 years old. He passed away in a plane crash. Um, who's ready for Thanksgiving? I'm not ready for Thanksgiving. I mean, I went to the market, and the prices weren't so bad on the turkeys. Um, there was like a I saw this one lady. She grabbed this huge ass turkey, and I saw the price on it. It was like only $20 for a turkey. But if you get it now, it'll probably be better than waiting for next weekend to get it, because the prices are only going to go up, and then it's going to be a little like that turkey that I saw was pretty good size, but I didn't see like really really big turkeys. I only saw like medium big. I don't know if this is like, because you have your really really big turkeys and then those like medium big turkeys. So at the Walmart, I had went, um they had only had medium large turkeys, and they were priced not so bad. It was like, I think it was like 69 cents a pound on it, so it wasn't so bad. They weren't like name brand. It was another brand name. I like the Butterball turkeys, and I like this is one other brand. The
yeah.
name of it, Butterball. I like Butterball, but there was this other turkey. Damn, I forgot. But um, I mean, the turkeys that they were selling, they were fairly priced. They were okay. It's just they weren't really name brand. I didn't know the name of, like, it wasn't familiar to me. Um, I know here my supermarket, Stop and Shop. I think they have, all different turkeys there. I think they have Butterball too. Butterballs are a little bit more. I think they're expensive. They're a little expensive. I think they're like a dollar something a pound, or maybe they have it on sale. I'm not sure. I didn't really look at the sales paper. Sales paper came out today for this week's, for next week, sales for Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking. Actually, I talked to my friend out here, and I told his wife that if she wanted to cook and she needed an oven, she could use my oven. I wouldn't mind paying that electric bill for the turkey to be cooked. And not only that, but I'm actually gonna get a good plate out of it. So kind of and leftovers. So it kind of like evens out price wise. But I'm a I'm gonna see. We're gonna try to decide this weekend if we're gonna do a turkey or if we're gonna go with a ham. I mean, I don't mind the turkey. You know, it's just you gotta be on top of it, and you gotta like you just gotta baste it. I have a baster, so I got everything. Pretty much, I got everything that you need to cook the turkey. I got it here. Um, I just can't lift that much weight because I have my neck and my back. I can't lift heavy. It can be heavy. If it's 15 pounds, I could probably put that's like that's my limit. 20 pounds and up, I will have a hard time because of my neck and my shoulders and stuff. So I can't really lift heavy weights. I'm very lightweight. Um, but I'm really thinking about a turkey because if we're gonna get the turkey, we gotta get it this weekend or by Monday. Just to get it, and then to defrost it, it's gonna take a while to defrost, and then to prepare it and everything. So we still got time. I mean, I think we have until maybe Thursday of next week of this week coming up to let me see the calendar here. Because today's the 12th. This is Friday. Thanksgiving is on the 25th. So that's about 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away. Um, we could end up probably buying the turkey Wednesday or Thursday. I say the latest is Friday to buy it because then you want to start like you want to defrost it for a few days, defrosting it, and then you want to season it really good, and then have it seasoned and left in the refrigerator for a few days, so that way the seasoning could get into the turkey, and then cook it on Thursday morning. Like wake up like at like 5 in the morning and put it to cook, like slow cooking it. Like what I would do, I would put it at night, like the night before, and I would just slow cook it throughout the night, and it'll be ready by the time lunchtime comes. Early lunch, like 1 o'clock, that turkey's already ready. It would be so juicy and so good too. Yeah. I'm thinking what we're gonna do. It's just because my friend, his wife, she's a chef. She's a professional chef. That's why I'm like, I don't know, because it's up to her and what she wants and how she wants to. Because I'm gonna tell her, like, because she doesn't want to cook at the house that they're at because they have gas, but their stove that they have is not really as big. And I'm like, and they don't want to waste so much money on gas because the gas is very expensive now, like the heating gas and everything. Super expensive. The price went up like multiplied times three right now from last year. That's nuts. You're paying three times more this year than you did last year with Trump. You paid a lot less with Trump than you are with Biden. Right now, you're paying like three times more, almost four times more. And don't be surprised, it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot worse. You guys have Do you guys use oil heating or you guys use electric? Albie,
Both.
you use oil and electric.
Yeah.
Did you guys already pay the oil bill? I wonder
Yeah.
how much was it expensive.
I don't know because my bro pays the bills, you know, so I don't
I'm
really
pretty
know.
sure it's expensive. I am pretty sure. Well, probably not as expensive as it is here. You're probably a little bit cheaper because you're in Ohio. But here in Connecticut, the bill is like almost four times higher out here. The light bill is going to be going up by like $20. Whatever you're using now, there's going to be an additional $20 on the light bill. That's ridiculous. You know, if your light bill in the winter, my light bill is the lowest because I don't use the AC and I only use minimum light. So my light bill is usually like $40 $45 for a big ass apartment that I have. But now instead of paying $45, my light bill is going to be 60, like 60 $65. That's a little bit too much. Um, I don't know, man. These Kardashians, I don't trust these people. They keep pumping them in the news, and I don't know why they keep doing that, man. It's like they keep pushing something that it just I don't find it appealing. Let's see. Well, I don't know what. Just trying to check out some of the news here. I'm not seeing so much. What time is it? Um, I'll keep the show for another 30 minutes, another 33 minutes, because I wasn't trying to be on here all night. I already did an hour and a half, so I'll do another 30 minutes, and then we'll go from there. I guess New York, the National Labor Relations Board is confirming that a group of Amazon warehouse workers in Staten Island, New York, has withdrawn its petition to unionize, to have a union. They removed their petition, so they're backing off. So no union for Amazon for right now. I'm waiting for that to happen with WWE. WWE needs to have definitely needs a union. Um, it's because they hired these wrestlers as independent contractors, and I think that's wrong. I think that they should be employees. They should be treated as employees and respected as employees and given health insurance, given, benefits, options to 401k, options for stock. This is something that I feel like WWE, which is a big company, you know, they're cheating out their independent contractor. No, I think that's wrong. I think they need to be employees and they need to be having and getting their benefits. Um, just looking real quick through the news. A lot of distractions. A lot of distractions. Oh, wow. There's a study here. Everyday food could be causing 90% of cancers, according to a study. A food ingredient that is most in like in the U.S. consumed daily maybe causing cancer to spread in the body. So basically, the food that you're eating is killing you. And I believe it's because a lot of the food, they're modified. Monsanto's and all these other corporations, like they control the seeds, they modify it. You know, they want to make the corn a certain corn, they modify the genes and within the seeds, and there you go. If you want the corn to be able to kill any bugs that try to eat it, it kills it, or they can modify it. And I feel like all this like modifications is what's causing a lot of our food to not taste the same and also killing us with cancer. I blame that on the modified, the genes, the Monsanto's, um, experimenting, with the seeds. That's all. That's what that is. You know, let's see if there's anything else to talk about. Seems like the new iPhones, in order to get into your phone, you have to scan. It scans your face. It has a face ID, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to use your phone is having that. Which I think that's fucking stupid, and I feel like that's an invasion of privacy, and not only that, but an invasion of your private security. Like your face is it's kind of like a fingerprint. It's like it's one of a kind. The features, everything in your face, it's just like a fingerprint. And if you have that fingerprint everywhere, then they could really they could use your face as like they could screen your face and put you on another person, another body, but blend you in and still have the same voice, same looks, but a different person. That's what's happening. And it's freaky because it's going to continue to happen and nobody's stopping it. Nobody's saying nothing. You know, the that's how they get the innocent to get them in trouble. It's like, oh, where were you? This and this and that. Well, we have you over here. Look at your face. Look at your voice. We have all your like you were not home. It's like no, but I was home. Like no, you weren't. And it's their say against yours. You know, yeah. That's all. It's in the news. It's just Britney Spears right now. I know John Gruden from the NFL, former head coach of the Raiders, is now suing the NFL, and was it Roger Goodell for forcing Gruden resignation. They pretty much forced him out of the league because he used some sort of language in one of his emails and stuff, and it's like it's just a fucking mess. It's a mess. Um, let's see here. Okay. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't like drama, so I'm not a fan of drama. Um, but yeah, it's all Britney. It's all about Britney right now. So this is a big distraction with Britney now. So they must be doing something else. There must be something else happening, and they're not. They're not really. talking about it. Because remember distractions. Remember Distraction Friday? That's why I named the show Distraction Friday. Because there's so many distractions going on, and nobody's paying attention, and no one's focused. No one. There's no progression if you're stuck in one spot. You're not going to progress. Nothing's going to change if you're just talking about the same thing and you're not doing anything about it. It's not going to work. Damn, this is sad. Wow. If this is the story, this just came out 30 minutes ago from the Associated Press. A Hawaii. This is in Hawaii. So a Hawaii girl was inside a dog cage and not breathing. Um, guess the girl died. The biological sister of a 6-year-old Hawaiian girl reported missing by their adoptive parents told police the parents forced her to keep it a secret that Isabella was not breathing inside a dog cage in the bathroom with duct tape on her mouth and nose. New details were revealed in documents filed in court Friday. Hmm. Wow. Why are these weird, like, why parents are doing this crazy shit to their kids? Like that one, what was it in Texas? I think it was in Houston, where I guess it was the mother and her boyfriend, her hood looking wannabe gangster white boyfriend, beat up and killed one of her kids, and like three of the other kids were staying in the apartment where the body was still there, decomposing for over a year, until finally the older kid was able to say something about it. I couldn't believe that. Even the kids didn't even go to school for like a whole year. The mother would come and drop off food, and then would leave and not even stay there in that apartment. Like, crazy shit happening all over the place here too in Connecticut. I feel like it's only gonna wrap up even more with the blood moon coming and the full moon. You know, that's gonna spark up a lot more in this upcoming week. Let me see. Okay. If you're gonna be going to clubs, be careful. Um, all over the world, London, from all clubs, where clubs you go, there's individuals that are poking people with needles and causing people to get very sick and throw up and fall out unconscious. So please, if you're going to clubs and stuff, be very vigilant. Never accept a drink from someone that you do not know. Always get your drink from the bartender yourself. Don't have anyone bring you a drink. You get it from the bartender and you drink from the bartender. Don't have anyone bring you drinks, because drinks and anything can be manipulated between the bartender until it gets to you. But we do have an asteroid, an odd asteroid, seems to be a broken piece of a moon that's heading this way towards Earth. Um, seems like it's a mini moon of Earth, and yeah. We need to be careful. There's things coming this way. We have asteroids and stuff that are coming towards our planet, but they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about free Britney. It's Britney, bitch. We got to free Britney. That's more important. What's more important in the world right now? Free Britney. Oh, how about what's more important to Kamala Harris? The plan. The plan. Capital T, capital P. The plan. How she does it like this. The plan. The plan. Oh man. This is a funny news right here. This is coming from ABC News. Vermont, the state of Vermont, has the highest vaccination rate in the country. So answer me this question. So why are cases surging in Vermont? They're almost all vaccinated there, and yet the virus is wreaking havoc in Vermont. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not, it's still getting you. And the cases are surging at record pace. You won't hear this in the news. They won't talk about that in the news. It goes against the Biden agenda. It goes against YouTube's algorithm. It goes against YouTube's now. You can't talk about it. Can't say nothing. It's kind of like back in the days, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like the don't ask, don't tell in the military for the gays. Like, it feels like that's kind of like an agenda that's going on right now with the vaccine and with YouTube and stuff. It's like don't talk about it, don't mention it, don't bring it up, don't nothing. You can't say nothing because then like the algorithm is gonna flag your video. It's just so stupid because that's censoring. That's what you call censoring. That's what you call violating my freedom of speech. Oh Lord. Some lady climbs over a barrier near the Bronx Zoo lion exhibit, throws money in the air. What I have no. She wanted to get eaten, and she wants to give. Shit, I wish I would went out there and said, "Listen, don't throw the money in the air. Just give it to me. You want to go in the lion cage? I ain't gonna stop you. You want to go get eaten? You can go get eaten. That's your choice. You know, that's your destiny. But if you're gonna throw that money up in the air like that, you better throw that shit my way. You can throw it my way. Sure, I wouldn't mind accepting it. Say, give me. You're gonna be dead anyway, so I could use it. I got some tea here. I'm actually gonna get ready to drink in a little bit. I have my pitcher right here. You can't see it, I don't think, because it's hidden. But I have my box of detox. It's a yogi detox. I'm gonna detox my system and clean my blood, clean my system. I'm gonna start eating a little bit more healthier. I want to come down in weight. I want to lose weight. I'm gonna bring my weight down, and I want to cleanse my system. I have my teapot here. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. And he tipped me over. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing the whole fucking song, but I have it here. This is my tea, and I have it here. It's under a candle. There's a candle here. Maybe I can show you real quick. Um, Here, and this is what's heating up my pot of water, my teapot. It's glass, so I have my water here, and it's heating it up. So I have it right behind my crystal ball. That's why you probably can't see it because the crystal ball's right here. Teapot's right here. I'm heating up some water naturally. I'm using if you want to save electricity, you gotta figure out other ways. Like these lights here, these lights on my desk, that's not lights, those are candles. So that's natural like lighting. The lights that I have back here, that's battery operated around the marijuana plant. The Christmas lights are not. The Christmas lights are plugged in, but I am gonna buy lights that are battery operated. So that way I don't have to be using electricity. I like to use the battery operated. Um, and of course, this over here is it's diffusing um, eucalyptus up in the air. It's almost like a fog machine, like fog, but you put the oil inside it and you put water, and it shoots up like a mist, and it's eucalyptus, so it helps clear the mind, it helps with body, it helps with sleep. It's good to have a session, where I'm sitting here and I'm this steam. It's not really steam because it's more cold. It's cold fog that comes out of it, but it has the oil inside of it, and you could smell it. You could smell the the oil that I have put in it, and I smell it while sitting here. I don't even have to do it like that. It just comes towards me, and I have a whole set actually back here. I have it here. I have a whole set. It's called Pure, and it's a daily care. It's in a box. This is the box, and you have the oils. It comes with a paper here that tells you all the oils. You can even smell it. It smells so good. And these are like the oils. I don't even think you can see it. Or maybe you can. It's a little. They're little bottles in here. Smells so good. Smells so good. And the machine I have is good for this. It helps. This is all different things that it does. Let me get the paper. If I have the paper there. Let's put this over here. Put it back over here. I don't have enough light to see this. My eyes are not that good. I don't have my glasses, so I'll try to make best. But it has all different types of oils. It has this is a tea tree oil, spearmint oil, orange oil, peppermint oil, nutmeg oil, lemongrass oil, lavender, jasmine, clove, and eucalyptus. And that's 10
10 little bottles. Like you can't really see it. You probably see like little dots, but it's 10 bottles, and each one helps with different things that can benefit you and your health. And this is aromatherapy. Um, okay, like for instance, maybe I could go each one and tell you what it does. Each oil. There'll be a good little segment if you're watching. I got 10 minutes left, so um, maybe I'll do a private time with you. Maybe I'll go on Zoom or I'll talk to you from there. Maybe we can watch something tonight on Peacock or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Okay, the tea tree oil. Okay, it's a aroma boosts. It boosts your immunity, like your immunity, your pretty much your immune system, and helps with organ functions. So that's something that I would probably be using because of my kidney. I would probably do a session with tea oil. There's a tea tree oil. That's what that is. Spearmint helps helps relieve menstrual pains in women. So I definitely don't need spearmint. I don't have lies. Let's say lies. No, because I had my kidney stone, and they went through, you know, and I had a stent put in me, and it was very painful, and I went through hell. So I kind of know what probably was a menstrual pains are. um, got orange oil, and orange oil helps reduce inflammation and relieve muscle pain and stomach discomfort. That's with the orange oil. This here is the peppermint oil. Um, let's see. It's best used for it helps with the mental capacity. It also has range effects in reducing stress and promoting a positive digestive. Um, and this is something that you do like a session that I'm doing. Like you turn on the machine, you can see. I don't think you can see. You see the smoke with the light. So you can't see it without the light, but when I put the light on it, you can see the steam coming up.
Hey, we'll step up for a moment, Rick.
Okay, you see the steam. That's what I'm inhaling. That steam is this. I'm doing a session right now. I'm doing a session with eucalyptus. Um, the next one is a nutmeg. A nutmeg. It's a seed. Um, it helps reduce pain and especially effective in reducing menstrual cramps in women. Oh my god, another menstrual cramp? That's two. Spearmint and nutmeg give you relief of menstrual cramps in women. Um, this one helps boost blood circulation and helps improve organ functions. With the nutmeg oil. So nutmeg oil and spearmint oil is good for menstrual cramps, ladies. My goodness. These are top 10 essential oils. We got the lemongrass. Lemongrass is pretty cool. It's pretty good. Um, the health benefits of the lemongrass essential oil can be attributed to its beneficial properties. Let me see. It's an antidepressant. It helps with antidepressant, um, which is good. This one it helps. Um, it actually helps with your mood and like kind of like boosting your mood to feel better. This lemongrass is more of it's more like uplifting. It helps. It's an antidepressant. It helps. it helps you chill out. So if you need to chill, you're stressed out and shit like that, and you kind of like depressed and shit, lemongrass oil. The lavender is best used to promote relaxation and reduce stress. It helps induce sleep and thus great treatment for people who have insomnia. So lavenders, I knew lavenders was for that. Is for more like relaxation. Jasmine, jasmine is good oil. Jasmine helps uplifting effect. It helps, like, it has an uplifting effect on the mind and spirit, and has been known to fight depression. Jasmine oil also acts as a powerful, like, it helps induce more of, it helps your libido. It helps your like feeling and desires. It makes you feel better. It uplifts you. It brings you up. Jasmine oil. That's good when you don't, like, if you need a, like, in the morning, you need a session like to get your mind psyched for something, and you feel kind of like stressed a little bit about it and stuff. Put some jasmine oil and run a session, and you don't need to do like a whole hour session. All you need is a half-hour session. This here will last for hours. Like, I put it on now and I leave it on throughout the night, and it usually lasts about 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Because that scent is going into the room, is going everywhere. So it's good sometimes to have this by your bed. If you want to have a session by your bed, like overnight, you could have it by your bed overnight. And yeah, the clove oil. Let's see, the clove oil. It has been it's good for your immune system. It helps boost um your immune. It helps reduce headaches, and it's a stress relieving properties in the clove oil that helps reduce stress, which is great. Because of course we'll all be stressing and shit, be stressing all the time. Eucalyptus is it has like it's a really refreshing, and I could vouch for that. It is very refreshing aroma that's very stimulating, and it's instantly removes mental fatigue and provides instant mental acuity. It also works as well as an air freshener for the rooms, of course, but the eucalyptus helps with the mental state of mind. It helps the mental fatigue. That's why I put it on during my show. So I don't get mentally tired, and I don't get like I'm exhausted. Like, no. Like, I could sit here and do a show and try to do it to the best of my capability. So yeah, less than 2 minutes. I want to thank those who came by. I appreciate you guys. You guys are pretty cool. And those that are watching a few crazy 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, like, no. I don't have that many people to be doing that in here. So I want to thank you for watching or rewatching, whichever. And yeah, I'll probably be back on. I don't know. I'm trying to do it daily, so I don't know exactly what time. It depends. It's the weekend, so I might do an early show. So I might be able to come on early and do a nice early show on here. That'll be pretty cool. Um, yeah. With that said, I'm done. Thanks, Albie, for coming through, Alex, and the mittens. And yeah, it was a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Distraction Friday. Please take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and stay positive. just try to stay positive because it's gonna get crazy. It's the energy. It's just really hyped up. With that said, it's my mind over your matter. Thank you for watching. I'll catch everyone on the flip side.